Hello, my name is Guerrero, and today I'm going to speak about the history of the internet by me. First, introduction. The origin of the internet dates back to the research that enabled the time sharing of computer resources, the, de- the development of packet switching, and the design of computer network for data communications. 1950s to 1960s, the theoretical foundation. Third, problem of centralization. During the Cold War, the United States Department of Defense (DoD) became concerned that they needed a decentralized command network. The concept of time sharing. In early 1950s, computers were a massive mainframes that processed one task at a time, batch processing. Computer scientists began developing time sharing methods, allowing multiple users to access a mainframe simultaneously via the terminals, creating the primitive concept of, of, of a user sharing a common digital resources. Packet switching breakthroughs. Researchers Paul Baran, USA, and Donald Davis, UK, independently developed the concept of packet switching. Instead of sending data as a continuous string, like a phone call, a pack data would be broken into small packets. Each packet would take the fastest route available for a network and reassemble at the destination. This make this made the network resilient. If one node was destroyed, packets would simply route around it. The birth of ARPANET network realized. The research sorry the Advanced Research Project Agency ARPA, a branch of United of a branch of US military, founded the construction of the first packet switching network, known as ARPANET. This is widely considered the precursor of the modern internet. In the first was the first four nodes connected to the net. The initial network connected four major university computers. First, um, U, UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles, Stanford Research Institute, SRI, CUC, Santa Barbara, and for University of Utah. 1970s, developing the language of the Internet, TCP/IP, network incompatibilities. In the early 1970s, the other network like satellite network and radio networks were popping up, but they could not talk to each other. They use a different rules and languages. ARPANET was essentially a closed island. Vincent Cerf and Buck Kang. These two scientists offer, are often called the father of the internet. In 1974, they published a paper that proposing a Transmission Control Protocol (TCP). TCP creation. The creation of TCP. The, the creation of TCP. This new protocol allows different types of network to interconnect. It functions as a universal translator. TCP handles the chopping of data into a package and ensuring they arrive safely. I, IP handle the addressing where data is going. Standardization. This development was crucial because it switched the focus from a single network, ARPANET, to a internetwork, a network of networks. 1980s expansion, DNS and DNSNet. 1. Migration to TCP/IP. In January 1st, 1983, ARPANET officially switched its core networking protocol to TCP/IP, allowing our connected network to communicate universally. The domain name system (DNS). Before 1983, to reach a computer, you had to know its complex numerical number, numerical IP address, e.g., that number that you can see in the picture. That's one. Paul McCarpetry invented DNS to allow users to map easy to remember name like http://www.google.com. This was critical step in making internet more usable and understandable for normal people and not just machines. In 1986, the National Scientific Foundation created the NSF-Net to connect supercomputer center for academic research. It was significantly faster than ARPANET and allowed more universities to connect. NFS-Net eventually replaced ARPANET and as the main backbone, leading to ARPANET's decommission in 1980s. 1980 to 1995. The birth of the World Wide Web. Internet versus World Wide Web. It is a vital to distinguish between the two. The Internet is a physical infrastructure, keyboard and computer, and the World Wide Web is an information management system that runs on the top of the internet. Tim Burton-Lee in 1989 at CERN in Switzerland, Burton-Lee proposed a system to link tests together over a network. Create three fundamental technology. One, HTML, the formatting language for web page. Two, URL, the address internet, the address system to find documents. And three, HTTP, the protocol that allows the retrieval of linked resources. 19, 1993 Mosaic, the first widely used graphical web browser, Mosaic, was released. Before Mosaic, the Internet was largely text-based. Mosaic allowed images to be displayed alongside text, sparking a massive explosion in public interest. 1995 to 2001 commercialization and dot-com boom, lifting the ban. Until the early 90s, the Internet was primarily for academic and government use. Commercial activity was strictly provided by the National Science Foundation. In 1995, this restriction was lifted, opening the floodgates for business. Companies like Amazon and eBay launched in 1995, proving that the Internet could be a marketplace and not just a library. The browser war began between Netscape and Microsoft Internet Explorer. Dot-com barber. Investors poured millions of dollars into any company with a .com in its name, often disagreeing traditional business metrics like profits. This speculation left a massive stock market bubble, which burned in 2001, causing many internet companies go to bankrupt. However, the infrastructure, fiber optic cables, light during this time, paved the way for the high-speed internet of the future. 2000s Web 2.0 and social media. The internet evolved from Web 1.0, a static page where users consume information, to Web 2.0, dynamic page where users create content. In 2003, platforms like MySpace and Facebook 2004 fundamentally changed how humans interact, moving social life into digital realm. YouTube 2005 democratized the video